Welcome to the Healthy Spine class. In this class, we will be focusing to bring relaxation and stretch to the muscles that supports our spine. And with that, we allow the spine to gain back its mobility and flexibility. So as you know, gravity yoga is not a gentle practice. So it's very important for you to connect with your body and understand the limits of your body so you can respect those limits during the class, because I cannot say where is the farthest that you can go without hurting yourself. So this connection with the body is very important during the whole class. If you feel that the posture is too intense, you can always go to child's pose, take a few breaths there, and then you can join us again on the postures. On today's class, we will need a strap or a scarf or a towel, a piece of cloth, something that can help you in a few exercises. So as usual, we start sitting to arrive on the mat before we start the practice. So you can cross your legs, maybe take the bum out of the way so you feel the sitting bones on the ground. Closing your eyes. From there, we build the posture from the bottom of the spine up into the crown of our head, rounding our shoulders back and down, growing tall and proud, creating space for the breath. Remembering why we came to the class today. What's our intention? Bringing the focus to the moment. It can be by observing the breath, by observing your body, or even observing your thoughts. And from here, we start practicing the 4 to 8 breathing, because we will do that a lot during the class. So in this type of breath, we will inhale through the nose, counting from 1 to 4, and then exhaling through the mouth, counting from 8 to 1. So let's do it together. Inhaling through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling through the mouth, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. This is the breathing that we will keep going back to over and over during the class, especially when we hold postures. So we start with the famous moon squat that you already know.
I like it.
So we keep our feet always wider than our hips because we were going to squat. And the toes, they can be more or less 10 degrees opened. It also depends on what is comfortable for you, so you can adjust as needed. And we start by inhaling, raising the hands up, spreading the fingers and the arms, and slightly back bending to open our body. On the exhale, we cross the forearms and we squat down. As down as we can. Inhale up. Open the body. Exhale. Squat down. Inhale up. Open your chest. Slight back bend. Exhale. Forearms crossed. Clench your fists. Go down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Open the body. Exhale down. Get in your little bubble. Inhale up. Exhale down. And here we stay. Release your hands. Let the palm of the hands facing the sky, touching the ground. You can release the tension on the neck and on the head. And we go for another set of 5 ups and downs. So let's go again. Inhale, raising up. Open the body, exhale, squat. 1. Let's go for the second one. Third one. Warming up the body. Fourth one. And the last one. Inhale up. Spread the arms, look up. Exhale, squat down. Let the arms loosen. Loosen your head and your neck. You can do yes and no with the head to help loosening up. And from here we stand up to open the sides of the body. So we bring now the feet hip distance apart. We will inhale, raising the hands up. Grab your left wrist and start pulling the left arm towards the right. So you open the left side of your body. Breathe here. Next inhale, come back to the center. Grab now the right wrist. On the exhale, pull to the left. Opening the right side of the body. Breathe here. Next inhale, come back to the center. On the exhale, release the arms down. And from here, we go down on the mat for the Sphinx. And here is where we start holding the postures. So, belly on the mat. Our feet, they are touching the ground, so they are relaxed. And we will bring our elbows under our shoulders. So pay attention into the alignment. Check with yourself. The forearms, they are parallel on the ground. And here we will stay for 2 minutes. So what are we aiming here is the opening of our chest. So it's not completely passive, this posture. There is a little bit of engagement because we want to puff our hearts to the front. So you can pay attention on your shoulders. Try to bring the shoulder blades together, puffing your heart to the front. There's no need to force too much, just for you to find your way on the posture first. And once you're there, we hold. We don't want to collapse, so the shoulders are not, the chest is not collapsing down. We are holding it high and proud. Looking forward. We already crossed 1 minute. We can engage now with the 4 to 8 breathing if you haven't started yet. Inhaling through the nose from 1 to 4. Exhaling through the mouth. Go for another round of breath. Inhaling through the nose. Try to expand the chest while you inhale. And on the exhale, let the little sound come out of your throat. Letting the air go out as slow as you can. This is what will bring relaxation to the body. Good. So from here, just to give a break to our shoulders, let's push our hips all the way to the back in child's pose. So the hips go towards your heels. You sit on the heels. You can keep the palm of the hands far away from you to stretch the sides of the body again and give a break to the shoulders. Good. From here, we go back to the same posture that we were before, to the Sphinx. And here is where you might need to use the scarf. So keep it close to you and you will see if it's needed or not. So what we're going to do, once we are back on the Sphinx, so we have the elbows under the shoulders, forearms parallel, we will bring the left, we will bend the left leg, bringing the foot as close as we can to our bum. Once we are there, we have two options. If you can grab your foot with the hand, go with the hand. If it's too far away from you, that's where you use the scarf. You put the scarf around the foot and then you use it to pull it down. Well, here we will stay for 2 minutes again. We will do both sides, but starting with the left leg. So once you could grab your foot, try to bring your hip down again because we tend to lift it up. So bring both hips on the ground and then you start pulling the foot towards the ground. Try also not to collapse with the shoulders down. So we are holding our chest up. Readjust your arm as needed and keep both hips on the floor. Our aim here is to bring the foot as close as we can to the ground. It might be very challenging. You can feel the challenge also on the shoulder because you're holding your chest. Pay attention on your limits. Readjust whenever you need it. And try to engage with the 1 to 4. 1 to 4 in the inhale, 8 to 1 on the exhale, the 4 to 8 breathing. This is the way that we have to get out of the stretch reflex that usually comes up when we are in this kind of practice. It's a way to calm down our nervous system as well. Good. Slowly you can let the leg go back on the mat. We can go to child's pose again, just to relax the shoulder once more, sitting on the heels, keeping the hands far, stretching the sides of the body. And we go back to the Sphinx. What we're going to use are to activate the right side. So once you are in the Sphinx with your shoulders and elbows aligned, we raise now the right leg, so bending the right leg towards our bum. Once you are there, you will grab your foot, bring your hip down again, and start pulling the foot towards the floor. And stay here for 2 minutes. Remember, we don't want to collapse our chest, so you create some sort of straightening on the shoulder to be able to hold you. Hips down on the floor, and you're pushing the foot towards the floor as well. You will feel the stretch on the quad, so on the front of the leg, on your thigh. You're not aiming for pain, we're aiming for stretch. You can engage with our famous 4 to 8 breathing. You can gaze down or gaze forward. We don't want to build up tension on the neck, so see what feels more comfortable for you. 1 minute's already gone. We have a few seconds more. You can go for another round of breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And slowly you can start to release the leg back. Let's go to child's pose again. To give a break for the shoulders. Sit on your heels. Keep the hands far from you. Breathe there. And from here, we will go for down dog twists. So you can come back, bring the palms of the hands on the front of your mat, spreading your fingers, tuck your toes, and lift the hips all the way up first, as if you were doing a V. And from there, start to push the mat away from you, bringing the chest closer to your thighs. You can bend the knees, there's no problem. The armpits are trying to see each other, so we turn them in. And on the exhale, bring the right hand on the left ankle, twisting to the left. Breathe there on the exhale, back to downward facing dog. Find your support on the hand. Inhale here. On the exhale, the left hand goes on the right ankle. Twist to the right. Inhale here on the exhale, back to downward facing dog. What we're going to do now is to open the legs maybe wider than our mat. We will make sure that the heels are wider than the toes, so the toes are looking in a little bit. And you can walk the hands back a little. This is called the wide dog. So we have the weight being distributed in between foot or feet and hands. And we will hold here for 5 minutes. So we have heels wider than the toes. We are in a kind of downward facing dog, a very weird one, a wide one. And here we engage our 4 to 8 breathing. There is no need to keep a straight spine. We're not aiming for a straight spine here, we're aiming for relaxation. So remember that the hands, they are not so close to you. It's kind of a downward facing dog. You're keeping your legs straight. Your neck and your head are very heavy. You can bring the armpits in as if they were trying to see each other. Engage with our 4 to 8 breath. And close your eyes and connect with the body. It's a long hold posture. It's 5 minutes. You can always readjust if you feel the need. You will be feeling the stretch on the back of your legs. Also some sort of activation happening on your spine. Keeping the hands and the arms active. Arms straight. Hands also giving you support on the mat. You already crossed 3 minutes. Remember that when we are holding these postures, the mind can get a little bit crazy as well. So it's always nice to remember to come back to the breath. Very gently bring the mind back to what is happening at the moment. Even if what is happening at the moment is a sort of a struggle, a physical struggle because we're holding for long, but at least you are here right now. This is a nice training for the mind as well. Slowly, you can start to move again, bringing the feet closer to each other. Knees go down on the floor. Let's sit in child's pose again. Hands far away from you. Forehead on the ground. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Great. From here, we will try the pigeon pose. The pigeon pose usually is quite challenging, but we will see if our body allows us to go there today. So, how do we get there? First, let's go for plank, just to help us finding the posture. On the plank, we have wrists under shoulders, legs straight to the back. And on the exhale, we will bring the right foot in between the hands. That's the first step. From here, we start walking the right foot towards the left edge of the mat. So you walk the foot to the edge, and then we bring both knees down on the floor, using the hand to support you. Here it can be that your foot is close to your hips, so the heel is touching your hip, or it can be that you find a way to keep your shin parallel to the front of your mat. So you see where your body allows you to go. It's very important here to keep the hips squared with the mat, so it's not open to the side. And we will hold for 2 minutes. We always start with the hands on the floor. Being very conscious of the alignment of your hip. If you have the shin parallel with the front edge of the mat, it's always nice to bring the toes in, so toes pointing to the knee to support your knee joint, not to hurt it. And if you feel comfortable where you are, you can start slowly going forward. So bring the elbows down. See if that feels comfortable. Remember, we are not aiming for pain. If you feel pain, you can back off. So we keep holding and engage with the breath to see if when you exhale, with the slow exhale, if the body sinks a little bit more into the posture. So it's all a game of relaxation and tension. The body might be tensing up in some areas as a reflex, but then you use the breath to give the relaxation required, allowing the muscles to melt in a way. Great. From here, we can start moving again, very slowly bringing the hands back if you are on your elbows. And then slowly from here, supporting yourself to bring the leg back. Let's go to plank again to prepare the posture with the left leg. So once you are on the plank, on the exhale, bring the left foot in between the hands. And now we start walking the left foot towards the right edge of the mat. Once you are there, bring the hands on the ground again to give you support and start bringing both knees down. Then you can readjust your foot. If the foot has to come closer to the hips, it's okay. Just rearrange as needed. If the foot can stay parallel with the shin parallel to the front of the mat, also good. Check in with your hips to make sure you're not opening to the side, that they are squared with the mat. And here we hold for 2 minutes. So we start with the hands on the ground, looking forward, engaging with the 4 to 8 breathing. And on the exhale, see if your body allows you to go one step further, bringing elbows on the mat. You'll be feeling here probably the back of your left leg stretching, your glute stretching. And also on the right side, we have the opening of the hip happening. So there is a lot happening on this posture. That's why it's so important for you to be mindful of your body. Observe the sensations, observe the limit, and respect it. If your knee starts to feel discomfort, remember to bring toes in, so toes pointing to the knee, or back off a little bit on the posture. 4 to 8 breath. You can slowly start to go back. One hand after the other to bring your torso up. And then you start to bring the left leg back to a tabletop posture. From here, we sit on our mat, just to reset with a forward fold. So legs straight in front of you. Take the bum out of the way again to feel the sitting bones on the ground. Your feet, they're active, so the toes, they're pointing up and pointing towards you. Here we will inhale, raising the hands up. Let your spine straight. And slowly you start to bring the hands forward, trying to keep the spine straight. Let's see as far as we can go with a straight spine. Once you got to the limit, you can bring the hands down. Go as much as you can, keeping the spine straight. And then you can relax. You can round it. Palm of the hands facing the sky. Your head and your neck, they're heavy. There's no tension. You're keeping the feet active, but the back is completely relaxed together with your head and your neck. Breathe here normally. And on the exhale, you can start to slowly go back to a straight spine. Good. From here, we will shift with the knees on the floor, sitting in between our heels. And we will use the scarf again. So you can grab your scarf. This is the shoulder paw posture. We will start with the left arm. So that means we grab the scarf with the right hand. So you can grab it, bring it to the back. And now the left arm will also go all the way to the back. So we're trying to bring the left hand in between our shoulder blades. That's our aim. can reach the hands with, if you can reach the left hand with your right hand, great. If you can't, that's why we have the scarf. So you hold the scarf with both hands and you start pulling the left hand up. Once you got to your limit, hold here. We will hold on this posture for 2 minutes. Have a look on your spine to see if it's aligned. We don't want to be like, with the lumbar creating a curve. So you can bring your belly button in to help you. And re-engage with the 4 to 8 breath. Here is very interesting to see how much you can relax the left shoulder, because the reflex will be to bring it up and tense it up. So see if you can help the shoulder to relax. Your right elbow is all the way up, kind of close to your head, so it's not collapsing to the side. And you're holding the posture. 1 minute already. Keep with the breathing. Keep with the connection with your body. We are working on the shoulders and also on the scapula, on the muscles that are around our spine. This is also super important, especially if we have a day in front of a computer, typing, checking the phone. This kind of posture is very healthy. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Slowly start to release. You might feel that the arm is screaming a little bit. That's normal. So we can shake both arms, shake the shoulders round, back and forth. Give as much shake as you need and then change sides. So now we grab the scarf with the left hand. Scarf comes to the back. We go with the right hand in between our shoulder blades. Grab the scarf with the right hand as well, and we start pulling it up. Go slowly till you find the best place that you can be. Once you're there, hold. Remember the spine. Bring the belly button in. And breathe. Closing your eyes. Connecting now with the right shoulder. You might feel difference from one side to the other. You might feel stretch also on the side of the neck, depending on how tense you are. You might feel on your scapula, on the shoulders for sure, the front of your shoulder. Stretching and helping the muscle to relax. 1 minute is gone, just 1 minute more. Remember the 4 to 8 breath. That's the key in our class. Great. Slowly start to release. Let the scarf on the side. Again, you can shake the arms. Round your shoulders a few times backward to the front. As you can move, whatever the body's asking for it to release a little bit. So first of all, we tuck the toes under. So this posture, besides helping us with the chest and the shoulders, it will also stretch the soles of the feet. Something very important nowadays as well. What we're going to do is bring both hands to the back, interlace the fingers, and from here, round our shoulders back and down, stretch the arms, and try to pull the hand towards the mat. We are squeezing our shoulder blades together, and we will hold there for 2 minutes. So the arms are straight, pointing down. You can either look to the front or look up and back bend a little bit. See if that will not cause tension on your lower back. If it does, just come back to the center. Bring your spine in alignment. So belly button towards the spine, squeezing the shoulder blades, pulling the hand towards the floor. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Expanding the chest when you inhale. See if you can relax even though you're active. Great. Slowly you can release the hands. For the ones who are with the toes tucked, it's very nice to hit them on the mat to relax them. Good. Now go to a different posture that is called the scorpion twist. That's also to open a little bit our shoulders. So we will go all the way down on the mat with our belly on the mat. And the arms opened to the sides. That's the first thing, like a cross. From here, we will bend our left leg and bring the left foot over to the right side. So it's a twist. You will feel that your right shoulder is on the ground and it's kind of opening your shoulder. So we have the ball of the left foot on the ground and the arms opened to the sides. That's one way that we can do the posture. The other way is to bring the left hand to the back and bring your left shoulder also to the back, opening a little bit more your right shoulder. You will feel your right scapula retracting to the center and your shoulder opening. Just breathe here a couple of times. And slowly we come back. First, the hands on the floor to give you support, and then bring the leg back as we were in the beginning. We go to the cross again, rearrange yourself. Once you are there, now we bend the right leg and we bring the right foot over to the left. Rearrange yourself. Make sure that the shoulder, the left shoulder is touching the ground. You can either stay here or you can bring the right hand all the way to the back, opening the right shoulder. You will feel the stretch even more on the left shoulder. On the next exhale, bring the fingertips down on the floor again of the right hand to give you support, and then you start bringing your body back. Straighten your leg. Great, it's a nice stretch to the shoulders. So here, we will go to our last posture, which is the cat and cow. But it will be a different type of cat and cow. We'll play a little bit with the movements. So first thing is to be in our tabletop. So wrists, elbow, shoulders aligned. If your wrist doesn't have too much flexibility, you can bring the hand forward a little bit so you don't stress your wrist too much. So see what feels better, with the hands a little bit forward or directly under the shoulders. Knees will be under the hips, and you can either tuck the toes or untuck. See what feels better for you. What is the cat and cow? So the cow, we are inhaling, we're looking up, our belly is going towards the floor, so we're curving our lumbar spine, looking up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhaling. On the exhale, we go for the cat. The cat is the opposite. The belly button goes towards the spine. We push the mat away from us, creating spacing between the scapula, and we're looking down. So this is the movement. What I want and I would like to do is to bring more movement into this. So you can do, for example, when you go for a cow, you can slightly go back and then forward. You can bounce while you are doing the cow inhaling. When you exhale, you can round slowly your back, bringing your chin close to your chest and also playing back and forth to see how it feels. You will see that there is a lot of stretching that can happen on the back, since your neck and all the way down to the bottom of the spine. So try to find the movement that feels nice on your body. Inhaling on the cow, squeezing the shoulder blades, bouncing a little bit. And then exhaling, moving to the cat. You can even bounce from side to side, moving hips and shoulders in opposite ways. Relaxing the neck. Inhaling again on the cow. Exhaling cat. Let me play. Go on your own rhythm, exploring the range of movements that your body likes to do. Remembering that when we inhale, we are in cow. When we exhale, we are in cat. Your own style of cow and cat. Deep inhales and slow exhales. We're mobilizing the whole spine, bringing movement back. Our spine is mobile. It's just the tension on the muscles that sometimes hold us from the movement. It's very nice to use some playfulness and stretch the spine in a way that our body appreciates and enjoys. Let's go for our last one. Inhaling the cow, exhaling in cat. From here, we sit back on the heels in child's pose, keeping the hands again as far as we can from the body. Bring the forehead down on the mat. Breathe, expand your chest. From here, start to walk both hands to the right. So go all the way to the right. Maybe your chest will be on top of your right leg. Let the head sink down. Feel the stretch on the left side. You can maybe bring the fingertips of the left hand on top of your right hand, just to increase the stretch on the left side. Breathing in, expanding the chest. Breathing out, relaxing. Great. Come back to the center. Once you're there, start walking out to the left side. Walking with the hands. The chest will be probably touching your left leg. Go as far as you can with your fingertips and feel the stretch on the right side of the body. Release the head down, relax the neck, and breathe. Maybe you can bring the fingertips on top of the left hand, so right hand on top of the left. Go again as far as you can, stretch the right side. Great. And come back to the center slowly. Bringing forehead down again. Now relax your shoulders, relax the arms. Connecting with the body again. You can start walking your hands back, bringing your torso up, so upper body starts to straighten up. Hands are now close to your body. You can sit cross-legged again. Or you can maybe keep on sitting on your heels, whatever is more comfortable. If you're sitting cross-legged, move the bum out of the way again. So feel the sitting bones on the ground. And connect with the feelings on the body after the practice. You might feel as if there is like a fluidity on the body, especially around your shoulders, shoulder blades. There was a lot of opening happening today on the class. And relax your chin down a little bit, searching for the alignment of your spine, checking in with your body, relaxing the muscles around your eyes and your face. Moment of stillness. Bring palm of the hands together in Namaste. Create this nice feeling inside of gratefulness because you were able to block this hour to work on yourself, on your body, bring relaxation, stretch, and also to calm down the mind. It's a combination. We are working on the body and on the mind at the same time. Maybe a smile will be created inside, some nice words towards yourself. Take a deep breath in, filling the chest with air. And exhale through the mouth. Let's do it again, inhaling through the nose. Expand. And exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. And slowly open your eyes. Thank you very much.